Hello channel, welcome back everyone. Hope you're all having a good week. It's been nice and warm in Scotland. Can't beat that at all. Running slightly later this week, just had a bit of a busy week. Had a few libations yesterday celebrating the wins and everything at the weekend. Celtic are back this weekend playing against Rangers in the Glasgow Derby on Sunday. We've got loads of action coming up, so we're going to have a good look at the Celtic prediction and the predicted lineups. Nothing much happening midweek, to be honest. Well, just a lot of carnage, really, in general, but that's the way it goes. So, midweek is over. Let's have a look at the weekend preview. So this is information from SORARE probabilities. The other thing we've got coming up is on Tuesday night I'm going to record with SORARE Soul, and we're going to do the preview for the Heritage Special. Next week we'll have all the data and everything there. We'll look through the teams, look through the gazillion cards I bought for it. But it's been fun. Cards look great. Looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, this weekend, PSV Eindhoven against Fortuna Sittard. Not a unusual sight to see PSV up there. 90% win percentage, 3.4 XG. Yeah, it could be a bit scary for everybody in Challenger. Barcelona, will they rotate a bit? I mean, maybe they really can't afford to rotate too much. It's one of those, isn't it? I think they've got a couple of injuries now. I think Jules Koundé's injured. They've got a big return leg against Inter, but they want to win the La Liga as well. So, interesting one. Really good fixture, 3.39 or 3.4 XG. Galatasaray there, don't really carry many cards from them. So, Benfica stands out a wee bit more for me. Pretty easy game against Estoril Praia. 2.82 XG. 53% clean sheet percentage. Sporting a 65% clean sheet percentage. That is mega high. So some really quite overwhelming fixtures in Challenger. You never know, teams can slip up. It's getting to the nitty gritty in Portugal as well. They've got a really tight title race, so that can bring a lot of pressure. But some really good stats there in terms of projected clean sheets, etc. In case you're wondering what XGA is, let's say expected goals against. So, Sporting's fixture in particular is 65% clean sheet percentage and nearly 3 in terms of expected goals. Great. Anything else sticking out? Real Madrid against Celta. Well, it'd be good if Real Madrid have got no defenders left. I mean, Rudiger's snookered, Alaba's injured again. I never bought the young guy at the back. Can't remember his name now. I've got Fran Garcia, Lucas Vasquez a forward. I think I'll just pick somebody else. Just pick another defender. Although usually I run somebody from Celta, but that might work. Anyway, that could be the alternative team. Leeds United, Magdeburg. Bayern Munich against Leipzig, got a good game actually. Zenit, 66% clean sheet percentage, so more for people playing Classic or maybe running a Dougie Santos or whatever in the season against, I call them Nisney Good. That's my name for them. And it appears they are nae good. Man City against Wolves. Yeah, Wolves been interesting. They've done a bit better recently. Rosenborg, I don't know how they never won that game midweek there. Don't see any Celtic on here, and that's kind of probably accurate. I mean, it's away against Rangers, so we'll come back to the overview of that in a wee minute. Fenerbahce against Besiktas, pretty big game in Turkey. Get Porto there, Olympic Lyon, out the Europa now, Shirky, still just an insane season. Absolutely love them. Inter Miami, humbled by Vancouver. It's going to happen there. I mean, they rested a lot before that game, so you imagine they'll want to get back to winning ways. Difficult one. Might just rotate again, might just say, it's a long season, and, they've got the Club World Cup, which is going to be quite important to them in America as well. Feyenoord there. Anything else sticking out? Celtic against Rangers. Celtic 1.85 XG, 30% clean sheet percentage. Kind of makes sense based on previous games there. So let's move on to that and then we'll go from there. So we're now moving on to Predictor-Fi. In case you're kind of new to the channel, probably unlikely you are at this stage, but this is the end of the season. But I am the predictor for Celtic for Predictor-Fi. So this weekend, first thing to point out, Celtic are not done very well here the last 2 games. I'm going to give you my overall opinion of this, right? And this is just my opinion, and I don't know whether I'll be right or wrong, Because obviously I've spoken to some other Celtic fans who say don't have any expectations. We beat there twice the last time. I think Celtic could win this game comfortably. Now it's a really, really hard game, right? It's really hard. Celtic lost 3-0 here the last time. Not done terribly well against Rangers in previous games. We get beat by Rangers at home as well, conceded a few goals. But Rangers season's over, so Celtic's still going for a treble. They've got a score to settle with Rangers in terms of the previous results. Okay, Jota's injured and things, but yeah, I think that Celtic are in better shape just now than Rangers. I think the big thing is Rangers' home record's been terrible recently, and they're just out all the competitions. Celtic are going for a treble. Rangers are out of the Europa. Will there be an effect from that? It's okay saying they'll be up for it. Maybe they will be up for it. Maybe they'll just turn up. There's pressures off. Sometimes they play better when the pressure's off. But I think Celtic will perform as well. So this could be interesting. In goal, I don't see Schmeichel being back. I think he's in training, but I don't think he's actually doing full training in terms of diving and everything, unless there's some sort of news he's fit. And I think, in all honesty, with the League One, I think that Sinisalo will be given minutes anyway. I wouldn't rule out like Schmeichel coming back for the cup final or whatever with his experience, but would have to be fit. We've got Craig Taylor at 65%. I think he will start, but I'm just wondering whether or not Brendan will be maybe go for a bit more of the sort of pace option at the back. I don't know. Liam Scales again, I don't know, has he won that place over Trusty? He was pretty good the last game. Celtic have been playing well. Does he just leave Trusty out just now? You could see Trusty coming back in. I mean, there's a couple of things here, like, Celtic have won the league, right? So they might just put Trusty in just to give him some games or create some competition for cup final coming up, or just because Trusty's slightly quicker than Liam Scales, and Rangers sometimes play more counter against Celtic where they sit in and they want to kind of like break up the patterns of play or whatever. Carter Vickers, Johnson, pretty nailed. Midfield 3, don't really see any issues there. Up front, Jota's snookered. He was in a crutch and everything. I don't know how bad it's going to be. If I was to pick forward players, like if you don't want to go for the clean sheet, Kuhn and Maeda. I mean, Maeda is like, unless there's some sort of late injury news that nobody knows about, then I can't see how he's going to start on the bench. Like, I think he's got to play. Had a week off between games, not been a big fixture pile up. Adam Ida, I think, will play. I think it's a good chance to give him some game time. He scored at Ibrox and everything before. Nicholas Kuhn was really good, so he was taken out of the team. But then the other thing is, no Jota and Yang was out, so, he might start James Forrest. It might be a surprise, he might start Forrest, but I just can't see a scenario where Maeda sits on the bench. Just can't see it. So you could say Maeda, Kuhn, Forrest, but I think most likely Maeda, Ida, and Nicholas Kuhn. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. So back to the spreadsheet. We'll have a look at my own players as well. In particular, I want to maybe have a bit of a focus on picking good teams. Contender. So I think it's quite interesting because I've always got it in my head, like Celtic and things like that. But let's have a look at Contender SORARE because that's a bit of work I need to do for this week. So very relevant. So, did I pick Sinisalo? I could play an Armani 60% clean sheet percentage. So that would be a bit more clever. I mean, I do think that if Celtic keep a clean sheet at Ibrox, Sinisalo will put in a good score. In season Y, I've got Zelenica, George Brun. So those probably would be the clever plays, to be honest. Lee Chang-gun has even got a 43% clean sheet percentage at home. Kosai Tani's away. Kasper Schmeichel's obviously injured. Sinisalo's still got a projected score of 62, so that's probably projecting in a bit of AA because 30% clean sheet percentage. Even Ivan Lucic is at home, although he's not been doing too well recently. Zhou Yinwu doesn't look as if got data for his game for some reason at the moment. Don't know why it's not pulled through, but again at home. Defenders wise, so dominated pretty much by Celtic still, but I don't know. I mean, a couple of goals conceded that could be eroded. Dougie Santos there. In season wise, reasonable projection for Okamura. Kim Wing-Gwon has been excellent this season. He's probably going to be high in my agenda. Johan Romana been pretty good as well. Midfield wise, Matthias Bueno on a projected 70. Shinta Tanaka's done his ACL. Terrible. Tony Fruit, good option at home as well. Kosang Beam, also been excellent, putting in some really good scores. Sota Kitano, pretty good away game. Not really been firing, if I'm honest, but don't think Cezinha's back yet. But Kitano there, Luis Henrique. Again, that's not an in-season card I've got, so I've got to put together an in-season team. Eric, quite interesting, a guy I picked up, has moved, and he's doing pretty well. And there's nobody else really sticking out there. Is there some double game weeks on here? Because I've got 2 projections here. Some people might have double game weeks, so keep an eye out for that as well. So yeah, guys like Bueno, etc. are like sticking out. Let's have a look at contender overalls. But a lot of focus on that recently, and I know that obviously everybody still loves like English Premier League and everything, but I'd like to bring a bit of enthusiasm for the summer cards. Like everybody's went mental for the MLS, and like you're paying a premium for these streaks and all that sort of stuff, and just think about how achievable that is. So, because Keizuke Ozako picked up a limited of recently, so that's good. Where is the... Picked up some limited cards for, Tomoki Hayakawa. So picked up them. Antlers. It's been a long day. My head's not working. Sorry. It's pretty interesting. So I've got the goalkeeper sorted to expected clean sheets, obviously, here. Defenders wise, anyone else sticking out? Nemchik, pretty good player for Rosenborg. Douglas Santos, probably pretty cheap these days. Anton Kravotsiuk is quite an interesting one for Diajon as well. I picked up his rare there, him and Ha Chang Ray. Could really run like them sort of together actually. You could run a wee home defensive stack for a bit of a differential, since obviously everybody's always moaning about Celtic winning everything. We don't win every weekend, a lot of weekends, but not all of them. Sasha Horvath's been amazing. Golden Oldie, Victor Malcora there. The Xherdan Shaqiri's been ridiculous. Inigo Vicente, huge projected score there, so that's an interesting one. Shame it's not the top shooter this weekend. Can't defend my titles, need to wait on another one. That was a great one. Ellie Junior Krupi has already been picked up by Bournemouth, I think, so he's going to join at some point. He's back on loan. Bruno Lamas is in there as well. Pretty fast start to season. He's a bit overpriced at the moment because he's not been really scoring that well recently, and I think Cezinha's still out. Fabian Rees. So that takes us to, we're going to be doing the giveaway. So I'm not picking the giveaway just now, but remember, we are running a giveaway on the channel. So in the last video, we picked up 3 wins, which was sensational. Contenders, super rare, D2 rare, and also the top shooter as well. So we're picking up all the antlers, guys. I saw my recent splashes. Spent a bit of the old cash. We are giving away Kim Jin-soo and Fabian Rees. Look at those scores, averaging 63 and 65. I picked up some of the heritage cards as well, just by way of a general update. So couldn't really do a video without mentioning the big bald. Look at him. Look at the big bald. He's a better looking guy than me. There's no two ways about it. His scores are better than mine would be on SORARE as well. Maybe not SORARE 7s, because he wouldn't be a SORARE 7s player. It doesn't look like a Guinness drinker or anything. But the big bald is in the gallery. Also picked up Kim Bong-soo. 95 quid, quite pricey. Had some credits, don't care. Just went in. You look at his average. Seems pretty obvious sometimes, but he's scoring well. Sho Sasaki. Everybody will know why I picked him up. Picked up Kyle from Diageo. His scores have held up quite well, even though they've been pretty bad, so it's kind of interesting. Picked up young fullback there as well. That's the Kravotsiuk or whatever I'd mentioned, Ha Chang Ray. I actually had a Ha Chang Ray and somebody offered me 25 quid or something for the normal one. I thought I could instant buy for the Heritage cards 34, so I just like took that and just went and bought the instant buy. Like, it gives me some more options, obviously, for Heritage, because next weekend when it's on, I know we're going to do a preview, but you need 5 limited cards of the Heritage cards, so Harangue or Sakura, and for Rare, Super Rare and Unique, it's all in the same competition. Super Rares and Unique play as rares, but you need at least 3 of these cards, and there's going to be a Sakura and a Harangue. And the cards are selling really well. It's not even Harangue, it's Horangue. Tommy K. Mickey, I'm glad I picked him up, because he'll probably be going for a lot more now. Shunta Tanaka's gubbed. And I picked up a few Ulsan guys and stuff. Picked up Gangwon in defence as well. They're a funny team, they don't do a lot of attacking, or don't score a lot of goals, but Tucci, and obviously the goalkeeper as well, Lee Guan Kian. And I picked up Jo Yin Woo as well. So I must admit, the gallery is looking sensational. It's looking really good. Like, they're just beautiful looking cards. I'm still waiting on my Sakura shirt coming in the post, to be honest. But there we go. So we've got the double up running at the moment. Also, we've got the arena. So let's have a wee look at the arena. Is anybody going to be going in? And so it's limited and rare, right? So cap 260, you're going to go in the arena. I've heard a few people saying, it's only 50 for first, so I don't really know. We've got the golden arenas and stuff. I guess, third place only making 5 essence a wee bit tight. I don't know. But I suppose, you're getting some XP, so if you're turning 10 essence into 500 or 1000 XP, it's not great, but, it's better than nothing. I like the concept. You can add in, I think, up to 7 teams, which is quite cool. It's all comers, so it's not for in-season cards or anything. Or you can use in-season cards, but it's not an in-season competition. Got a Premier League collector event. I've sold all my Chelsea guys and everything. Glad to get rid of them, to be honest. Just that's the way I feel about it. Sorry, Chelsea fans. They're still in the Europe and everything, and in the Club World Cup. I just don't really care what they're going. Bye. So anyway, I've picked a few of my challenger teams already, going for Kaki or Skriniar, Tadic. I mean, it's a pretty difficult game for Fenerbahce against Besiktas, but they're at home. Frankelino Jew got a hat-trick last weekend. Kokchu's got a good game. There are teams like second team, the Wolf, Micah Friesen, Egeli was on penalties recently, Nygren, Hogsberg. It's not the easiest game away at RFC, and they got hammered last game as well, so that's kind of pretty difficult as well. So that's nearly 20 minutes. I'm going to go, because I've only picked 2 teams. I've got a lot of teams to pick. I need to get some decisions to make about contender. I just run one full Celtic stack and just chance it, and then just, the other ones just avoid Celtic, so that if I get beat, I've still got a chance. So I probably will have to do that, to be honest, because there are guys that just get significantly better clean sheet percentages and stuff. Or I could run a river defence with a Celtic attack, and if it's free each or whatever with Celtic, I could still win. So that might be the clever play as well. But I've got to use Sinisalo somewhere. I've just bought him. That's just a terrible piece of advice. Sorry. But I feel as if that's my bias in my head. I feel as if I've got to use them. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I've got a lot of teams to do. Much appreciated for everybody watching. If you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. I'll get the giveaway drawn and everything by round about Tuesday, Wednesday, so that these cards that are given out, Fabian Ruiz, and obviously the Heritage Harangue card, hopefully whoever gets it can go and play in the competition as well. Some really nice cards give out. It's not huge value, but they're really nice scoring cards, which will be useful for people as well. Anyways, that's plenty for today. I hope I've not missed anything. I've got a lot of teams to do, so I'm going to go. I do appreciate everybody watching. Thanks again. Blending customary fashion, good luck. Go fuck.